This program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the community of Oregon. A special thanks to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. OCA Media wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support.
Welcome, everybody, to Oregon Soccer and OCA Media Sports. This presentation tonight is on May 16th, Tuesday, May 16th, and we have a game tonight between the Oregon Panthers and the Mount Horeb Vikings. We expect a very good, exciting game for you tonight as the Mount Horeb Vikings come into this game with an overall record of 9-2-1, leading the Badger North with a record of 3-0. And our Oregon Panthers sit at 6-1-4 overall, with a 3-0-1 conference record, tied atop the conference with Edgewood. This game is, we'd like to take this time to thank our generous sponsors in support of this contest. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic, trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. OCA Media wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support. The Oregon Panther girls are meeting towards center field to meet and shake hands with Mount Horeb before this game starts, and we'll have the starting lineups and get this game going on the road. So, a couple of games that couple of teams, common opponents that these teams have had to date. Mount Horeb lost to Madison Edgewood 3-1, and Oregon tied them 1-1. Both teams tied Verona. I'm sorry, I said Edgewood score was 1-1. It was 0-0. Both teams tied Verona. Mount Horeb in a 1-1 tie, and Oregon in a scoreless tie with Verona. Those are the two common opponents they've had to date. So we're about ready to head to center field, to midfield, and get this game going. I'm excited to bring this broadcast to you, and every event that we can. This game is the first game here on Huntoon Field for the girls this year. We've been playing on the football field, so this is the first opportunity here on Huntoon Field. new bleachers set up just for this season, so this field is starting to take shape.
At Huntoon Field for tonight's WIAA Badger Conference Girls Varsity Soccer match between the Mount Horeb Vikings and your Oregon Panthers. Here are tonight's starting lineups. For Mount Horeb, at defender, a senior number 3, Ellie Hutchison. At defender, a senior number 5, Ashley Banfield. At defender, a senior number 6, Allie Young. At midfielder, a junior number 7, Olivia Zimmer. At forward, a sophomore number 9, Maggie Conway. At forward, a junior number 10, Sydney King. At midfielder, a freshman number 11, Kenzie Coulthard. At defender, a senior number 12, Jessie Fisher. At defender, a junior number 16, Liza Spellman. At forward, a sophomore number 20, Sierra Berg. And in goal, a sophomore number 91, Grace Dressler. The Vikings are coached by Mark Newman. And now for the defending Division II state runner-up, your Oregon Panthers. Starting at midfielder, a junior number 2, Sammy Ayers. At forward, a sophomore number 3, Kaylee Sweeney. Starting at forward, a sophomore number 4, Maddie Schwartzmiller. Starting at forward, a freshman number 6, Avery Fanning. At midfielder, a junior number 13, Emma Romer. At defender, a sophomore number 16, Cassie Clark. At midfielder, a senior number 17, Holly Cabord. Starting at defender, a senior number 20, Madeline Beach. At defender, a senior number 21, Claudia Jones. At defender, a sophomore number 24, Sydney McKee. And in goal, a senior number 00, Abby Bright. Your Panthers are coached by Julie Grutzner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, see if you can find the flag in center field, the baseball stadium. Would you please rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, Mount Horeb High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Director of Athletics, Mike Carr, good luck to all coaches and competitors.
So, with the introductions behind us, we're ready to get going. Teams huddling. We'll get underway very shortly. It's a little windy evening. Very beautiful day here in Oregon, Wisconsin. 85 degrees roughly at game time here. First game here at Huntoon Field. Which is a reverse direction from the football field. So we're looking into the sun as we do this. So perhaps for the first half hour or so, it can be a little tricky looking into the sun here, but we will do our best. And Oregon Panthers in the white will be going from the right to left here, and the Vikings will be doing the opposite. In goal for the Panthers tonight will be Abby Breitbach, and the goalkeeper for Mount Horeb is sophomore Grace Dressler. So this should be, we headed off this at the beginning of the evening, talked about this being a very exciting and competitive game, so we're looking forward to it tonight. And it's a beautiful night for soccer. Somehow I was lucky to get the 85-degree weather game instead of the 43 and rainy, so Panthers moving the ball up with a deflection off and towards the goal, but saved by Dressler. Probably going to go wide, but she saved it from going out of bounds. So the Vikings will be on the move here and punted back and escapes away, and the Panthers will track it down. Ball safely kicked out of bounds, and the Vikings will try to set it up again in the shaded area in the far corner. Throw in, comes in towards the box, but it's safely kicked out of there. And the Vikings will throw it in again. That ball gets away and goes across the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Abby Breitbach.
Oregon.
And the Panthers. So Huntoon Field is sat dormant a little bit last few weeks here in spring, getting ready for the season here. There's a dangerous play on the defense, and Mount Horeb shot goes wide, and Abby Breitbach will again have a goal kick. That shot was taken by Sydney King on the Vikings, but went wide. Panthers move the ball up and across midfield, but it gets kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers right at midfield. Ball towards the corner, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Oregon.
Corner kick, Oregon.
First corner kick of the night.
By Sammy Ayers.
Sammy Ayers will take the corner kick here. And the Panthers will set up in the box, try to get a shot on goal. Dressler. Bouncing around in the box, and the Vikings are able to get it cleared out briefly. Panthers still set up on offense. Nice play into the box, but it gets knocked away, and the shot goes up and wide left.
Goal kick. Mount Horeb.
Shot by Cassie Cluck went wide left. Dressler sets up, take the goal kick, and Mount Horeb maintains control. It goes out of bounds, but it'll be Mount Horeb's ball. Mount Horeb so far being able to move swiftly on offense. Both teams have already made attacks on the goal, so it's been a little bit up and down in the early action here, just 4 minutes in. Panthers will throw it in again. Throw in. Goes to Maddie Schwartzmiller and kicked over to the middle. Panthers set up, bring it back to midfield, try to get something going. Mount Horeb defense is set up pretty solid and is able to thwart the attack. And they bring it across midfield here, into the shade and back into the sun. Kick down line goes Orion over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. So Abby Breitbach will take it. Breitbach puts it towards the middle of the field, and Panthers are able to control it. And across midfield comes Maddie Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller passes it to the opposite side, but Mount Horeb player is able to track it down. Goes out of bounds, but it'll be a throw in for the Panthers, maintain it in the offensive zone. Mount Horeb kicks it away and brings it back. Good play on both teams so far this game, as expected. There's a collision there on the far side, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Ball goes out, and it'll now come back over to the Panthers here. Vikings have been pretty good so far in stepping up into the ball and making a play on the defensive side. Good brand of soccer. Both teams have successful tradition of soccer on both the boys and girls side. The Vikings compete in Division III, though, for tournament-wise. Well, they're in the Badger North for conference play. Panthers in the Badger South. So this crossover game is between two top teams on either side of the ledger. Ball's kicked out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. They'll try to get it back in play quickly and set up a play. That ball hits the hand, and it'll be a Panthers ball on a free kick. And the ball goes, oh, able to keep it in bounds. Both teams battling for possession here. The Panthers come up with it, continue to work it. There's a foul on that play, and it'll be Panthers free kick. Booted across midfield, and stolen by Vikings, but again, stolen back. So, again, this has been a very competitive game so far. Fight for free balls, and very entertaining. Both teams playing well. That ball's knocked out of bounds on the defense, so the Vikings will have to be. We'll throw it back in. Ball's thrown into the box, and it goes out though, and it'll be a Panthers goal kick.
Oregon.
Referee didn't like the physical play on the open ball, and so it will be a free kick now for Panthers right near midfield. And McKee kicks it up towards the offensive end. Now they're going to call a foul on the Panthers. Referee trying to take control. There's been a few physical collisions already delivered from both sides. So referee trying to take control here. 10 minutes into the game, no score here. Very competitive crossover match between the Panthers and the Mount Horeb Vikings. Maybe Breitbach steps up to get the ball and prepares to punt it away. Battle towards midfield. The Panthers come up with it and work with it. Nicely delivered. Ball knocked by Cassie Cluck, bounces off of the Mount Horeb player, and the Panthers will set up with a throw-in. Cluck throws it in to Maddie Schwartzmiller. Maddie kicks it ahead to Holly Cabord, and it goes. The keeper is able to make the save and knock it out of bounds.
Corner kick. Oregon.
Now, if I can do this right, I can stay out of the camera's view in this corner. So. Corner kick taken towards the box, knocked out by the Vikings but the Panthers still up with it. Cassie Cluck boots it, but Mount Horeb now coming up across field on a minor break. The defense, Oregon defense, gets back quickly.
Free kick, Oregon.
And there's a foul on the Vikings, and on the Panthers will have the ball now. Kick the free kick short and bring it across midfield and on towards the far side. Ball's battled for at midfield. Panthers kick it away, but harmlessly into the defensive line of the Vikings, and they'll be able to set up with their keeper. Dressler passes it towards the sideline, but the Panthers are able to chase it down and maintain on offense. Keep the pressure on the Vikings at this point.
Now in for Oregon, Ella Hughes, Mara Widensee, and Megan Karakup.
All right, 3 substitutions in for the Panthers. Vikings still with their regular, their starting lineup. To this point, 13 minutes in. Ooh, that ball gets left astray, and the Vikings are on the move. Nice steal and nice play up this side, but it goes out of bounds. This game could be a battle of endurance, as both teams are strongly skilled, and it's a little warm here tonight. So at 85 degrees, now the Vikings will bring in 3 players, substitute.
Abby Drexler and Makayla Severson.
Ball goes off a Mount Horeb player, but they're going to call that a foul on the Panthers here and set up a free kick for Mount Horeb. That'll be taken by Ellie Hutchinson.
Free kick, Mount Horeb.
Into the box, nice kick into the box, but they're going to call a push foul on the Vikings, and it'll be a free kick here for Oregon. 15 minutes into the game, no score, and it's a tightly contested battle. All 50 balls are being contested. Balls even play, balls being stolen, and back and forth.
Now in for Oregon, Katie Isley.
So we have a throw in on that. And now that part of the field is hard to see the action with the combination of sun and shade. So the Vikings, though, will throw it in on the far side here. Ball goes out of bounds again. Vikings still maintain possession. Players bunched up around midfield. Vikings trying to make a break for it, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball. Handball apparently on that one, and it'll come back to Mount Horeb. They set up for a free kick around just inside midfield. Last boot they had was pretty decent into the box from this position on the opposite side, and that also goes into the box. It was nicely set up, but nicely defended by the Panthers, and the Panthers are able to move back into the offensive zone. That ball's knocked out of bounds, and be the Panthers throw in. contested here by both players and goes out of bounds off of Mount Horeb. Nicely played on defense by Jenna Stats, and Panthers are able to maintain possession. Both teams comfortable with playing a physical style of play. Soccer is so well contested game so far. 18 minutes in, no score. Panthers have a throw in front of their dugout. Set up. Defense comes and approaches the ball. Work it around into the box. And it's kicked out, and the Vikings come back this way and across midfield. Sydney King is number 10, and very skilled, reasonable threat on offense for the Vikings. Vikings will have a throw in on the far side near their dugout, and they work it in, kick towards the box, but goes to Abby Breitbach. She's able to pick it up harmlessly and boots it away. Shade beginning to come in and cover half the field anyway, and probably by halftime here we'll have it'll maybe perhaps be a little bit easier to see across the field from this direction. We're here at Huntoon Field in the outside, not in the press box. They just set up a new press box. It was just built this year along with the stands that are here for the fans to sit in. They were not here in the boys' season, as we did the games from a rickety scaffold setup last fall. But now we've got some decent setup here at Huntoon Field. However, here tonight we're just still outside of the press box, as the press box is not quite set up to make it easy yet to do these games. Hopefully it will be later. But anyway, so the Panthers have set up on defensive line, kicked the ball across the middle of the field, but now the Vikings have it at midfield. Ella Hughes passes it towards the middle. Now the Panthers have it on the back line. Madeline Peach over there defending, but the Vikings have the ball, but again defended well there by Claudia Jones and knocked away. Vikings set up reasonably on defense to be able to control the ball or maintain it in towards the offensive zone. Ball's bounced into the box, but knocked away harmlessly. Nicely.
Now in for Mount Horeb, Olivia Zimmer. And in for Oregon, Emma Romer.
It's a nicely attended game here tonight. Teacher appreciation night for the Panthers, and well, it couldn't get any better weather in mid-May for this game. Injury on the field. Appears Abby Breitbach is down and injured. We'll have to attend to her. We'll have a little bit of a little timeout here. She appears to be in pain, a little bit of a concern. Hopefully she'll be all right. I'll take this opportunity to thank our generous sponsors for their support. Oregon Community Banking, Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. OCA Media wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support. Remember, copies of this and all OCA Media programs are available. Call 291-0148 or visit ocamedia.com for more information. I know I picked up my collection of basketball and soccer here recently. Abby being carried off the field here. And so that's too bad. That's sad to see that, and hopefully she'll be okay. It appears as though she's not able to walk on her own support here at this point. Remember, OCA Media is always looking for volunteers to help record events in the Oregon community. OCA Media has cameras and equipment available free to the Oregon community to record events. Grab a camera and tripod when your son or daughter is playing in a game or performing on stage, and we'll put them on TV. Call 291-0148 for more information. Check us out on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. Just go to ocamedia.com and click on the links there. Kelly Kubicek in for Abby Breitbach at goalkeeper. So we'll get this game back and going here. Vikings have the ball in the box now and set up, cross, but defended well. And the Panthers are able to clear it, bring it up towards midfield. Ball's kicked out of bounds, and now the Panthers will have a throw in. 5 substitutions coming in for the Panthers now. It's a warm night. Need to get that rest and drink water. As it is
Emma Krause,
it's a pretty warm evening.
Fanning, Emma Halverson, and Macy Cox.
Panthers working the ball well with nice passing and nice footwork and bring the ball up across the field. But now Mount Horeb has it back. Couldn't quite make it across midfield. Now Mount Horeb does bring it back on their defensive line, and the Panthers try to put pressure, and there it goes. Here we come on the offensive attack. Maddie Schwartzmiller gets fouled there, and we'll have a free kick.
Free kick.
Dude, this is a great opportunity to get on the board here. not far from the box. Nice, would be nice to see a nice set play and get a goal out of this one. No score here so far, 25 minutes into the game. Moved up and set there.
Save by Dressler.
Ball was bounced around and saved by Dressler on that one. Push in the back by the Vikings, and the Panthers will have the ball and try to get moving quickly. Ball pushed towards the corner. And the referee blows, offsides.
Free kick, Mount Horeb.
That looked close. I didn't catch that, but not sitting at the perfect angle here. But so the Vikings kick the ball towards the middle of the field, but defense for the Panthers able to get back. Emma Helverson brings it back, and the Panthers are in business here. Ball just goes out of bounds, and the Vikings will have it now.
Now in for Mount Horeb, Jillian Annenson, Allie Young, Kenzie Coulthard, and Kaylee Dabert. And in for Oregon, Holly Cabourd.
Panthers clear to the far side, but Vikings here step up and get it moving. Vikings setting up. Boot towards the box, but it's received by a keeper. Again, Kelly Kubicek, who had just checked in, could actually get her hands on the ball here, as she didn't get probably as much warm-ups before the game, as she's an emergency keeper here after Abby Breitbach was injured. There's a push in the back by the Panthers, and the Vikings will have a free kick here, just inside the midfield circle. 28 minutes in on this beautiful Tuesday evening in Oregon. And that goes very high and far and past the end line and wide of the goal.
Goal kick, Oregon.
Vikings have some skills at being able to set the high shots into the box, and we'll have to be dangerous. We'll have to be aware of the danger every time they have a free kick or a corner kick, because they appear to be quite good at it. And the Panthers come up with it. Here and push it to the far corner. There's a push that was not spotted by a referee. and fans not too happy with that one. But the Panthers still maintain control of the ball here. Bring it into the corner. Ball goes out. It'll be throw in for the Vikings now. As they sub in one player and bring it in. Bring it in play, pass it up across midfield. Trying to chase the ball down, but the Panthers come up with it. Looks like the Panthers have subbed out Sidney King at this point, and the Vikings have, and so the Panthers now trying to get control of the ball. There's a nice give and go pass work by the Vikings. Gets into the box, and the Panthers have to knock it out of danger there, and inside the box, knock it out of bounds. A throw in. The Vikings bring it back into in play, but now Panthers are moving the ball up the field. Nice steal, knocked away, but the Vikings knock it out of bounds and out of danger, and the Panthers will now have a throw in. It's a nice setup play, but again, Vikings have an extra defender there, ready to protect. Nice defense there by Emma Romer, and there's the ball in towards the box. Nicely set up for Maddie Schwartzmiller, and the Oregon Panthers are up on the board, 1-0. "32 minutes and 47 seconds into this contest, the Panthers are on the board. Nicely played to break that one out, and it's nicely set up into the box. And Maddie Schwartzmiller had a clean shot and hit it towards the right corner of the goal.
Scored by Maddie Schwartzmiller. Assist from Avery Fanning and Emma Romer. Time of the goal, 32-47. Now in for Mount Horeb, Liza Spellman. And in for Oregon, Carolyn Vogt, Megan Barakov, and Alexis Kane.
So that was Avery Fanning with that credit for that nice pass into the box to Maddie Schwartzmiller, and setting that play all up was by Emma Romer breaking out into the open. And we now have a corner kick here for the Panthers, and some substitutions before we get to that. 34 minutes in. The Panthers have a 1-0 lead. And the corner kick is taken by the keeper, by Dressler. Tall girl in goal for the Vikings, able to snag it away from
Now in for Mount
from
Horeb,
harm.
Allie Young, Sydney King, and Abby Drexler.
The sun now is quite low in the sky, and we're challenged to see it, but most of the field is in the shade at this point. Nice work by the Panthers, as a little energized by that first goal of the game. Emma Halverson knocks it forward over to Alexis Kane. It's knocked out of bounds, but it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Nice pass, but tracked down by the Vikings. Vikings pass the ball across midfield, but the Panthers set up nicely on their defensive line, are able to maintain control here. Ball bounces off a Viking, and the Panthers will throw the ball back in.
Now in for Oregon, Sammy Ayers and Haley Sweeney.
Let's go Towers!
Stop to adjust the clock at this point. First time we've been here in the press box here at Huntoon Field. And we'll get some work on it. A little bit of challenge with the scoreboard clock, and we'll get it going. So last year, the scoreboard clock was operated on a table for the boys' games, but now we're ready to go. The clock is going again. Panthers bring it in towards the corner. Emma Halverson with set up, nicely set up, but just goes over a Panther head. And now knocked towards the corner, but the Vikings come track it down. That'll be a foul on the Vikings, and the Panthers will have a free kick here. Nicely set up here. Let's see if we can get a goal off of this one.
I agree with that so much, Martha. I totally spaced it out because I was supposed to go to the meeting, and then I said, I thought I didn't go to the meeting because I probably could have on the phone with this or something. I'll have to wait until I see what else they can.
Foul this time on the Panthers, and the Vikings will come away with a free kick here. Ball's headed away and upfield, and the Panthers whistled for a foul here. And
Mount Horeb.
a couple of touch fouls seem to be last couple minutes. Referee trying to take a little control, I guess. So there's ball headed away, but the Panthers are able to set up here on the defensive line. Ball's knocked off an offensive Viking player, and the Panthers will throw it in. 3 substitutions coming in for the Panthers.
Now in for Oregon, Maddie Schwartzmiller, Avery Fanning, and Ella Hughes.
Panthers trying to work the ball up towards and across midfield, but then the Vikings they're ready to have control. Nicely worked across to the other side of the field, and the Panthers will bring it across. Speed game, passes up to Maddie Schwartzmiller, and it goes over and wide.
Corner kick, Oregon, taken by Ella Hughes.
I guess that was deflected, and the Panthers will have a corner kick taken by Hughes, and however headed over the box, over the goal. I'm sorry.
Goal kick, Mount Horeb.
There's a kick into the box, but the Vikings set up with about 7 players in the box. They're able to defend that well, but Panthers still maintain control of the ball. Schwartzmiller brings it with her left and is knocked away and knocked down. Physical battle there. Ball goes just out of bounds and eludes Emma Halverson, and the Vikings will have the ball with a throw-in. 41 and a half minutes into the game. 3.5 minutes here left till halftime. And knocked out of bounds again. The Vikings will throw it in. One more time. One more substitution. Here coming in for the Vikings.
Now in for Mount Horeb, Aaron Riggs.
And as the sun goes down behind the trees here, field looks a little different. I can actually see the stripes on the Mount Horeb players' uniforms, and can actually see the numbers a little bit better. So interesting what a little bit of time will make a difference. So the ball goes out of bounds though here, and the Panthers will have a throw-in into the offensive zone. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half with the Panthers up 1-0. Trying to get the ball into the box, but it's knocked away and out of bounds, but the Panthers will throw it in again. Vikings trying to organize on their defensive end, but Panthers are attacking and making it difficult for him. It goes out of bounds in front of the Panther bench, and it'll be a throw-in for the white team. Hughes with the ball, but now the Vikings come away with it, and it's taken down and out of bounds.
Free kick, Mount Horeb.
Called a foul back towards midfield, and Mount Horeb will have a free kick. Just 45 seconds left here in the first half. Ball's booted towards the box, but kept away from it. And the Vikings have it back towards midfield. Ball's knocked out by Ella Hughes, and it'll be the Vikings throwing it in, trying to operate quickly with only 15 seconds left in the half. That ball is popped towards the keeper, Kelly Kubicek. She comes up with it, and will boot it away harmlessly to end the half. So that is the end of the first half. We have the Oregon Panthers up 1-0 against Mount Horeb here. We'll take a break and come back for the second half.
This program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital. Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza. A little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the community of Oregon. A special thanks to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. OCA Media wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support.
Game here at Huntoon Field. This is Guy Pearson along with Tristan Brzezinski. Happy to bring you this game tonight. Beautiful night for soccer. It's about 85 at the game, start of game time, and the sun's now behind the trees, and we're starting to get nice little cool breeze in the air. Actually, the wind has died down a little bit from what it was early. So the girls are getting ready back on the field, taking the field for the second half as Kelly Kubicek getting into goal, the junior for the Panthers, backing up Abby Breitbach, who was injured earlier in the game. And in goal also for the Mount Horeb Vikings is Grace Dressler. She comes back into her position. It's a good time for us to thank our generous sponsors for their support. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care, and Sports Medicine Clinic, trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. OCA Media wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support. We'd like to thank you for watching this event here tonight with us, and we're happy to bring it to you. Once again, this is Guy Pearson along with Tristan Berzinski behind the camera. As the Vikings bring the ball in towards the box, but the Panthers attack it and defend it well. Panthers bringing the ball up back towards mid and across midfield. That is Avery Fanning bringing the ball across, the freshman, but she's thwarted and the ball's knocked away by Oregon. They call Avery for a push or a hold, and the Vikings will have a free kick.
Free kick, Mount Horeb.
Lights taking full effect here as the sun is behind the trees. Across the way at JC Park. The Vikings take the ball into the zone. It's off of the goal and Vikings take the ball back into the box. Nicely defended by the defense of Claudia Jones, and Panthers move it forward. Vikings coming back on the attack though. Vikings trying to even up the score as they're down 1-0. That ball is nicely defended there though by Cassie Cluck, and it's bounced. She knocks it out of bounds. And the Vikings will have to set up with a throw in on the far side near the corner. Bringing it in towards the corner of the box. Nicely defended there by Sydney McKee. And again, pushed away. Vikings still with the ball though. We'll try to bring it back in. There's a nice pass from Eddie Schwartzmiller, but defended well by the Vikings. The Vikings keeping the pressure on here early in the second half. Vikings have some renewed energy trying to tie up the score. Panthers push it up. There's a foul though called, and the Panthers will have a free kick.
Oregon.
The Vikings are able to get the control off of that kick. Madeline Peach on the defense here. Vikings nicely stolen by Peach. And knocked away, but the Vikings bring it back in. Peach knocks it back off towards past midfield, but the Vikings again set up on the offensive end. Vikings been on the aggressive here in the second to start the second half. Panthers looking for a way to solve it and get control back of the ball in friendly territory. That ball is bounded over and out over the end line, and
Now in for Oregon.
Panthers will have a goal kick.
Isley.
Katie Isley comes in. Early substitutions here in the second half for the Panthers. There's There's a push in the back, and the Panthers will get a free kick out of that one.
Free kick, Oregon.
Avery Fanning takes the ball in towards the corner, tries to pass it into the box, but it's defended well by the Vikings. And the Vikings bring it up. Nicely defended there and knocked out of bounds. Vikings will throw it in though in their offensive zone. Nicely defended there by Claudia Jones and knocked away. Panthers push it, the Vikings set up on their defensive side. They're gonna call Avery Fanning there for a foul.
Mount Horeb.
And that'll be a free kick for on Horeb. Possession was pretty even in the first half, but Panthers were able to get a goal out of it. And breakaway as Emma Romer broke into the open, passed it to Avery Fanning into the corner, who then set up Maddie Schwartzmiller very nicely in front of the goal for the only goal of the game so far. The Vikings have had a little bit so far here in the first 8 minutes of the second half, have had a little bit more of the offensive possession and have come out as the aggressor here in the second half. So Panthers trying to get back control here in midfield and are able to bring the ball across. There's a push and a foul in the back by the Vikings, and the Panthers will have a free kick just across midfield.
Free kick, Oregon.
Nicely kicked in towards the front of the box, but Vikings were there to knock it away. Now Panthers set up with Schwartzmiller, but she's defended by two players, and Panthers have to back up a little bit and reorganize. Hope it just goes out of bounds, eludes a Panther player, and the Vikings will throw it back in. Throw it back in on the far side towards midfield. Bring it across with King. And it is out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Oregon.
Now in for Oregon, Emma Halverson.
Nicely played there for the Panthers to be able to control the ball, and they'll set up, switch fields, and bring it across. Nicely done. Nice play towards the corner, but that's going to elude Avery Fanning and go over the end line, and the Vikings will have a free kick, goal kick here. Nicely defended there by Claudia Jones, knocks it back into the offensive zone, but again, Vikings are there and defending well. Sydney King with the ball, but she's surrounded by three Panther players and gives it up as the Panthers come back up with it. They're trying to make sure that when Sydney King does have the ball, she does not have a lot of room to work. That one's let go by Maddie Schwartzmiller, and the Vikings come up with it. Nicely defended there, and by Emma Halverson for the Panthers, and ball pushed back up into the offensive zone, but Mount Horeb chases it down. Ooh, that ball eludes a Panther player, but again, she recovers and defends it nicely. Claudia Jones passes it over to Cassie Cluck, and she pushes it across the middle, but now the Panthers still are maintaining control. Ball remains around midfield here as both teams trying to maintain possession and get an advantage and get it in towards the box. Avery Fanning pushes it, nicely played. Now works it around to the offense. Romer with a shot, or an attempt to get a shot towards the goal, but it was defended and stopped. And now the Vikings are moving the ball back towards and across midfield. Panthers again maintaining control and keeping pressure on the offense as they've, the last few minutes, the Panthers have had better luck at getting the ball in on the offensive side of the field. Nicely pushed towards the corner, but again, nicely defended as we try to get into the box. Handball called there on the far side, and OP Vikings free kick.
Mount Horeb.
That ball is kicked by Dressler across midfield. The Panthers defended well and are able to come up with it. Vikings chasing the ball aggressively, trying to get back on, work towards offensive opportunities. The Panthers are keeping it in the zone. King comes up with the ball and passes it towards the corner and forward, but the Mount Horeb player is not able to get to it. Now they're going to call an out of bounds and a throw in for Mount Horeb, as we'll have a few substitutions here. We are 59 minutes into this game, 14 minutes into the second half. The Panthers are up 1-0. Some substitutions coming in as 14 minutes of pretty fast-paced action here in the second half. Players need some rest. Both teams bring in substitutions and try to get their players some rest. It's cooled off a little bit from what it was earlier in the game, but this has certainly been. This must be the warmest game that's been played so far this year for either team. Beautiful night though, and the stands are full, and there's many people on the standing along on the sidelines as well watching the game. So we've got a good crowd here tonight. All over as you look around Huntoon Field. Now that ball is saved initially by Kubicek, and then a follow-up shot goes up and over the goal. So fortunately for the Panthers, they maintained their 1-0 lead, and we're 61 minutes into the game. Action fast and furious, though. As I mentioned earlier, the Vikings have some good players setting up on their set plays, set pieces, and they're whenever they have a free kick in near the box, they're going to be a little dangerous here, or a corner kick. We were able to escape without trouble on that one. And that ball comes back towards Dressler. She'll pick it up and punt it away. She punts it towards midfield. Both teams trying to track it down. The Vikings come up with it. Nicely played on the offensive side by number 12. Over to 9, and they try to work a give and go, but the Panthers are able to come back up with the ball. Ball is battled for midfield, and the Vikings are able to come up and work the ball around, but pushed out of bounds, and the Panthers come up with a throw-in.
She's in the white. Yeah, she's in the white with the ponytail.
Ball kicked out of bounds by a Panther, and Vikings will put over the throw-in. Mara Whitensey with a nice play there, but the Vikings now have the ball. 6 passes it up across the field. They come up with it, but the Panthers have it on the back line as Cindy McKee kicks it, but it's knocked out of bounds and pushed away for a Panthers throw-in. Throw-in is up and over, and nicely played as the Panthers try to work the ball across midfield. Step up by the Vikings defense, though, prevents that, and the Vikings are in business on offense. That ball is shoveled away and shoveled up, picked up by Kubicek in goal. Kelly doing a nice job in reserve for Abby Breitbach, who is injured about midway through the first half of tonight's game.
Come on, Mike, here we go. Get another one.
Goal kick, Oregon. Now in for Mount Horeb, Michaela Severson.
Goal kick for the Panthers. We'll try to maintain control off of that and bring it towards midfield and over, but it's out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw in. Vikings still able to have possession as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll throw it in. Panthers contesting, and the Vikings will bring it back behind midfield. But still have control and bring it back into the offensive zone. Defense from Mount Horeb is ready to step up, though, and is able to push the ball back in the offensive zone, although the Panthers will have a throw in here on this one. Panthers get a substitution.
Oregon, Carolyn Vogt.
So Carolyn Vogt comes in, subs out Katie Isley. And play continues. Ball's back on the defensive line for Mount Horeb. The Panthers step up and maintain control of the balls. Now goes out of bounds and will be a throw-in for the Panthers. 66 minutes into the game. Panthers are up 1-0. Mount Horeb, having come out fast and furious in the first eight or so minutes of the second half, were unable to get a goal. Had one shot there and a free kick about 5 minutes ago that just missed the goal. Otherwise, we'd be tied. It is still 1-0. Still 1-0 Panthers. 23 minutes left in the ball game. Maddie Schwartzmiller got a goal in the first half to give the Panthers the lead. That goal was 32 minutes, 47 seconds into the game, and Panthers have been up 1-0 ever since. Vikings now pushing forward, trying to set up their offense. They leave it for King, but Claudia Jones does a good job chasing the ball down on defense. But it's pushed forward, not to an offensive player, so Mount Horeb gets the ball back. I think that was a good no call there by the referee, as player slipped or fell down when in contact, but I don't think there was any push in either of the ref. So the Panthers are working and trying to get the ball back in the offense and put the pressure on the Vikings. But Vikings defense is up to the task. King brings it across the midfield and leaves it for a teammate, and the Vikings are pushing the ball ahead forward quickly, but that shot was a little weakened towards the goal, and Kubicek is able to pull it in. It was wide of the goal anyway. She passes or punts it towards midfield. And now the Vikings bring the ball into the box. Defended well by two Oregon defenders and pulled away, and the Panthers come back around, come back up with it. Those long kicks, though, now working as the defense for the Vikings are ready. Ball goes out, and it'll be throw-in for the Vikings just across midfield now. We're coming up on 20 minutes to go in the game. Panthers are up 1-0. Another long boot across midfield, and but the Vikings will be able to chase that down. They have a throw-in here. Bounces around. We'll have some substitutions for the Panthers, for both teams.
And in for Oregon, Sammy Ayers, Ella Hughes, Madeline Beach, and Macy Cox.
That ball goes out and over the end line, and the Vikings will have a free goal kick now.
Goal kick.
Dressler will
Mount
take it.
Horeb.
On the other side.
Middleton Peach brings it up, passes it. Now we've got the ball to the corner, but it's knocked out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for Oregon. Middleton Peach will take it. Jones kicks it towards the box, defended by two Viking players. I think Dressler, the keeper, takes a dive. A nice play to pull that ball from trouble.
Sorry. Are we too bouncy for you?
As we promised, this game would be a tightly contested one, and that's exactly what we've got here. Should go down to the wire, but hopefully the Panthers can get a goal here and make a little breathing room for themselves. Nicely played there as Ella Hughes brings it into the offensive zone, eludes the defensive player and pushes it forward, and the Panthers are in an offensive attack mode with a throw-in. And we'll throw it back in again. And now Mount Horeb will have 4 substitutions come in.
Now in for Mount Horeb. Allie Young, Olivia Zimmer, Kenzie Coulthard, and Sierra Berg.
Mount Horeb trying to get some fresh legs in the middle of their field and get their attack going as they're down 1-0 with 17 minutes left in the game. Panthers, though, are able to keep it in the offensive zone. Maddie Peach throws it in. Ball is knocked around, goes out of bounds off of a Panther leg, and it'll be Vikings ball. They throw it in, but throw it off of the own players. King knocks it out, and it's out to the Panthers. Throw in by Peach. And there's a nice kick through the legs there. And nice setup, but it goes across and wide. Vikings are able to chase it down. Panthers, though, keep it in the box, or keep it in the offensive attack area. That ball is protected or saved by the Panthers here, and bring it back up towards, across midfield. Couldn't quite get a foot on that one, as I thought that ball went out. Vikings with a throw in. Panthers, though, are able to come up with the ball. Bring it across midfield. Panthers are able to protect and be behind the ball. Their defense is working well together. But now the Vikings will make another move, another attack. Emma Halverson kicks it up towards midfield, but the Vikings still are able to track it down and defensive line up towards midfield. Able to keep control, but there's a pass down towards the offensive zone, but goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Mount Horeb.
Now in for Mount Horeb, Liza Spellman.
Another substitution for Mount Horeb, 14 minutes left. Panthers trying to get the ball out of trouble here at midfield and are unable to pull it away. So the Vikings will throw in near midfield. Jones kicks it out of trouble though, and the Panthers are trying to move up. That will be a foul on that one, and
Free kick, Mount Horeb.
it'll be a free kick for the Vikings. Ali Kabord unable to track it down and was called for a foul. Panthers now track it down in the defensive zone. Nicely played, but defended. And Krause not able to bring it past the defense there. So the Vikings will try to bring it back into play, but thwarted again. Nicely knocked out of trouble there by Sammy Ayers, and and it's pushed up back towards the Mount Horeb defensive line again. 12 minutes left in the game. Still plenty of time. Oregon's got some substitutions lining up to get some fresh legs. Have some energy here in the last 12 minutes and to maintain this lead. 4 substitutions come in.
Now in for Oregon, Kaylee Sweeney, Maddie Schwartzmiller, Emma Romer, and Alexis Kane.
So Oregon bringing in some substitutions, fresh legs back for the last 11 minutes, as Mount Horeb hopes to mount an attack to knot this game back up. And they will bring it across midfield, but the Panthers track it down, knock it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Mount Horeb. Another throw-in for the Vikings. Far side. Passes in, but knocked away on defensive end for the Panthers, but it goes out of bounds. Throw in again for the Vikings. Kick up and over the goal, and ball rests on top of the goal. So Kelly Kubicek will have a goal kick here to start up play again. Panthers are able to escape out of that, bring it across midfield, and are in the move. On the move. Ball in the far corner. Passed back to midfield, but defended well by the Vikings. Panthers, though, still able to maintain control of the ball. That ball is pushed, though, out of bounds and off to the side. And it'll be a throw in for Mount Horeb. Panthers keep control of the ball here.
For Mount Horeb, Maggie Conway.
Vikings bring in another substitution here with 9 minutes to go. Panthers trying to keep the ball in on this end of the field as much as they can here. Would love to have a second goal here, an insurance goal with a 1-0 lead. King with the ball. Has some good skills, passes it back to her defensive line though, and prepares to receive it. But the Panthers are able to come up with the ball and bring it across midfield. Ball's kicked at the far side, or the near side, and in the corner is Kaylee Sweeney. It's
Free kick, Mount
called
Horeb.
a free kick for Mount Horeb. Just over 7 minutes to go. The Panthers are up 1-0. Need some energy and keep the ball down here on this end of the field, and hopefully get a goal here, for an insurance goal here to wrap this one up. We anticipated a 90-minute game right from the get-go, and that's what we got here tonight. Good game, well played by both teams. Ball pushed back, but the center defender on the Vikings is able to push it out of trouble. Panthers, though, get control near midfield. Ball is knocked out of bounds, but it is ruled off of a Mount Horeb player, so it'll be a throw-in for Oregon here with 6 minutes to go. That throw-in's defended well by the defensive player by Mount Horeb, but the Panthers have extra players up and ready to keep the ball in play. Nicely played there. Shot goes up and over as Maddie Peach stepped up, but took a shot over and off wide of the goal here. But it'll be a goal kick for Mount Horeb as there's a substitution back in as Maddie sits down. And
Now
the
in
Panthers
for
reload.
Oregon, Avery Fanning and Cassie Kalak.
Ball goes over the sideline, and it'll be Mount Horeb throw in. Mount Horeb trying to mount an attack with 5 minutes to go here. Nicely played by Claudia Jones to chase it down and get it away from the defender without committing a foul. But now the Vikings are coming back up here. And they're gonna whistle Emma Romer there for that foul. Yeah, she was trying to get ahead of the player, of the Mount Horeb player, but just couldn't get around without holding. So we do call a foul here. and it'll be a free kick. Yes, King will take it. And that is booted up and over the goal. So it'll be a goal kick for Oregon.
Goal kick, Oregon.
4 minutes left in this entertaining ball game here as the Oregon Panthers lead the Mount Horeb Vikings 1-0. And now get the ball back and bring it across midfield. So the Panthers are back on the move. 3.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Vikings if they can mount an attack, but the Panthers want to keep the pressure on and in the offensive zone. And now the Vikings with the ball in the defensive line, but try to start getting their offense back together. And they'll be chasing the ball down aggressively here the last few minutes. Nicely defended, knocked out of bounds and off of a Mount Horeb player, so it'll be a throw-in for Oregon. 2.5 minutes to go. One more substitution in for the Panthers with 2.5 minutes left.
Now in for Oregon, Katie Isley.
Vikings are aggressive and eager to do something about their 1-0 deficit right now. With just over 2 minutes to go. Now under 2 minutes to go, the Vikings will have a throw in. There's a set in front of the goal, but the shot by number 7 goes up and over the goal. Just nicely set up for the Vikings, but Olivia Zimmer just kicked it up and over the goal. So the Panthers will have a free kick here. Ball's kicked across midfield, and the Vikings will chase it down on the defensive line, trying to get it back up, but the Panthers are there, able to maintain control. Ball is in towards the box, but headed away by the Mount Horeb defense. And ball off of Mount Horeb. It'll be a throw in for the Panthers with 1 minute to go. Ball is knocked into the box, but out. And Panthers now line up on their defensive end. There's 40 seconds left. Ball is kept in bounds. No, they're going to rule that one was out of bounds. So that'll be a throw in for Mount Horeb. They'll get it in quickly as there's 28 seconds left in the game. Panthers trying to defend wisely here. Nicely defended there. Nicely defended there by Sydney McKee, coming from the opposite side to knock that ball away. As the Vikings will have to throw it away, and we'll have the countdown here the last several seconds. And the ball is kicked towards the middle and in the box. The Panthers knock it out, and the Panthers will come away with a 1-0 victory today. Final score, Oregon 1, Mount Horeb 0. Just to wrap up the game, it's been a very entertaining game, crossover match between Badger North Mount Horeb and Badger South Oregon.
Is Coach Julie Grutzner's career 150th win. Congratulations, Coach Grutzner.
That's a phenomenal feat for Coach Grutzner, her 150th win tonight as well.
Oregon girls
scoring is like this: 1 goal for the Panthers. It's an assist by Emma Romer and Avery Fanning. The goal by Maddie Schwartzmiller. And the Panthers win this game 1-0. We thank you for joining us for this game. And we've enjoyed bringing this to you. And this is, we'd like to, with this, like to sign off. This is Guy Pearson along with Tristan Brzezinski. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
This program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital. Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the community of Oregon. A special thanks to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. OCA Media wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support.